Welcome to EntheoNation, where we feature visionaries who are pioneering the cutting edge of awakening. Psychedelic science, modern shamanism, neuroscience, new paradigm lifestyles. Get ready to harness the power of visionary states and forge reality into your wildest dreams. Greetings, beautiful visionaries. My name is Lorna Liana, and I want to welcome you to episode 1 of EntheoNation, a web show featuring visionaries who are pioneering the cutting edge of awakening through psychedelic science, modern shamanism, neuroscience, and new paradigm lifestyles. Our mission at EntheoNation is to ignite the global spiritual awakening needed to save our planet through the power of visionary states. Our vision is an environmentally sustainable, socially just, spiritually fulfilling, and evolved human presence on this planet, one that integrates ancient wisdom with modern times. Most importantly, EntheoNation is about you. EntheoNation is about you embarking on your journey to awaken the divine within. EntheoNation is about us, a global tribe of visionary people who are committed to living life at the cutting edge of awakening. We at EntheoNation are a collective of visionary artists, musicians, and thought leaders co-creating a culture of conscious evolution. And you are invited to join the evolution. I am so excited to bring to you an incredible lineup of guests, visionary thought leaders who will be sharing with you their knowledge in ethnobotany, modern shamanism, psychedelic science, neuroscience, meditation and spirituality, conscious relationships and sexuality, visionary art, and music. Guests like Dennis McKenna, ethnobotanist and brother to the late psychedelic pioneer Terence McKenna. Android Jones, visionary artist and digital painter who has become well known for his many layered psychedelic works and live performances. Rick Doblin, founder of MAPS, the Multidisciplinary Association of Psychedelic Studies, an organization that is redefining drug research and policy. Shauna Home, modern-day mushroom shamana, who shares her wisdom on cultivating a sacred relationship with otherworldly intelligences. Chris Killam, the medicine hunter, who travels around the world in search of medicinal plants and reports for CNN, ABC, and more. Susana Bustos, psychotherapist and longtime researcher of the healing tradition of Peruvian vegetalismo. Mark Plotkin, the shaman's apprentice, TED speaker, and founder of the Amazon Conservation Team. At this point, you may be wondering who I am and what inspired me to start EntheoNation, a podcast for visionaries pioneering the cutting edge of awakening. It was 2004, and I had a plane ticket to Brazil that was about to expire, which I used to take me to the Brazilian Amazon, to the state of Acre, which is the westernmost state of Brazil, next to the Peruvian and Bolivian borders. At that time, I spoke no Portuguese and knew not a single soul. All I had was the second chapter of my friend Robert Tyndall's then unpublished book, The Jaguar That Roams the Mind. What started as a 1-month visit turned into an epic, life-changing 4-month adventure that brought me deep into the heart of the Amazon with 2 documentary film teams to experience the tribal culture of the Hunuquin people. I lived for 2 months in the Santo Daime community of Céu do Mapiá. I did a tour of the major Daime churches of Acre, such as the Barquinhas, Alto Santo, Colônio 5000, and the Fortaleza of Luís Mendes. I drank a lot of ayahuasca. During that time, I received a mission, from spirit, if you will. That mission was to leverage emerging technologies to preserve indigenous wisdom so that the modern world could continue to benefit from indigenous traditions and the indigenous people can benefit from modern technology. Now, fast forward many years later. There is a retreat center built on land long sacred to the indigenous tribes of the region where, for nearly 7 years, I used to pray, seek visions, and commune with nature in a secluded meadow underneath a stand of oak trees. One day, a shooting range appeared in the adjacent meadow, and signs along the path up to the meadow warned, "Danger, stay out." And these were placed there by the owner and caretaker of the land. I immediately assumed that the caretaker was a gun-toting, right-wing redneck and made it a point to avoid him as much as humanly possible. For a number of years, my arrangements to stay at the retreat center would depend on the percentage likelihood that the caretaker would be there doing target practice at the shooting range. The last thing I wanted to experience was having my sublime, visionary 8-hour-long state shattered by the sound of gunshots. However, the signs made me incredibly uneasy. I felt like I was violating the wishes of the caretaker and that I no longer had permission to be there. One day I decided that it was going to be my last journey in the meadow. I felt uneasy being there, surrounded by signage stating that I should keep out. That day I said goodbye to the meadow. Goodbye to the oak trees. Goodbye to the birds, rabbits, and foxes. And I thank them for all the years they held me safely while I prayed and journeyed deep into the spirit world for healing and insight. After Spirit released me to return to the waking world, I made myself back to the retreat center. In the communal kitchen, there was a delicious vegetarian buffet and a full dining room. A couple, seeing me with my plate of food, alone, beckoned to me to join them at their table. After some chit-chatting, they asked me if I happened to know the owner of the retreat center. I said no. They asked, "Well, would you like to meet him?" A vibrant and healthy elder rose from the big dining room table, full of smiling, laughing people, and started heading in our direction. The couple beckoned him over, and he joined us. The caretaker asked about me, and I told him that I was en route to the Iwanawa Festival in Acre, Brazil, where there would be a lot of dancing, singing, and ayahuasca drinking. He was totally intrigued. "Ayahuasca? Why, I just had Dennis McKenna on my radio show," he exclaimed. "Really? I met Dennis years ago at the first conference on ayahuasca shamanism in Iquitos, Peru." And so a wonderful new friendship was born. And in my last journey there, I had a vision of this podcast, in fact, before I even knew that it was even going to be a podcast. It was a powerful journey that rocked my world, where I had a deep, heartfelt appreciation for the sacred land and the work of the caretaker to keep her as a place of healing. During that vision, I understood that when you align yourself with the universe and allow yourself to become a pure channel for love, there is no need to strive. All flows effortlessly through you, especially if the work that you are doing is aligned with a greater good. That night, I was also given a mandate. The sacred task that I was given in the visionary state was that the next online endeavor I created needed to be one dedicated to love and awakening, dedicated to helping others open up, awaken, and become a pure channel of love. I have no doubt, after so many years of drinking medicine in that meadow, that it was the land that orchestrated my meeting with the caretaker in such a way that it played out. Because this land actually has a message for us, a message for you, through me as her messenger and vehicle. That message is this: there is no changing the world. There is only changing ourselves. This is the only change we need to make if we want to reverse the destruction humanity is causing this living earth, Pachamama, Mother Nature. So awaken and become a pure channel for love. It does not matter what you do for a living. It does not matter if you are a burger flipper or the CEO of a cutting-edge technology startup. All that matters is how open you are to love. I've spent many years in the social enterprise sector, supporting companies whose mission is to address the world's most pressing concerns through business solutions: clean tech, solar, triple bottom line companies. But the truth is, we don't need a new technology to save us. We don't need to reduce carbon emissions more than we need to awaken, so that we can lead the change that we want to see in the world from the inside out. So, visionary tribe of EntheoNation, it is my sincere hope that this podcast serves to inspire you to awaken and become a pure channel of love. as the Hunaqueen shamans say. Sua alegria, sou pra cima, sou pra frente, segura firme e muito gratidão. Haush, haush. Only happiness, only go up, only go ahead, hang on tight, and much gratitude. Aho.
Ush, ush, ush.
Nai vai sitem, nai vai sitem, nai vai sitem, nai vai sitem. Bujashana buima, bujashana buima, he tiratin, 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 tiratin. Do shao yoshibu, do shao yoshibu, kubu satanim, kubu satanim, he tiratin, 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 tiratin. Nai basa mashaya, hum pashin kuwe, tiratin, 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 tiratin. Shankahuni yakaran, shankahuni yakaran, shankahuni yakaran, tiratin, 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 tiratin. Shankahuni yakaran, shankahuni yakaran, shankahuni yakaran, tiratin, 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 tiratin. House.